Hi everyone, my name is Yancey Westbrook. I'm a senior marketing major.
My name is Caleb Bliss. I am a senior in computer information systems.
My name is Nestor Betancourt, and I'm a senior in management.
My name is Jason Jones, and I'm a senior computer information systems major.
My name is Dominic Caruso, and I am a senior accounting major. And this is the future of management in the AI age.
So AI is already managing the workplace. So it's already automating schedules and task assignments. So basically, right now, AI is already acting like a digital manager or digital assistant to the manager. Sorry. It's creating schedules, assigning tasks, and monitoring deadlines automatically. Companies like Walmart and Amazon are using AI to build employee schedules based on store traffic and labor needs. The manager's not even touching them anymore. And then it also tracks performance and predicts turnover. So it's AI isn't just an automated task, it's analyzing performance. Platforms like Workday and IBM are tracking employee data. They're identifying trends and can even predict which employees may be at risk of a burnout or a turnover. Thankfully, though, I mean, managers are being notified before the problems are even happening. And then it also supports data-driven decisions for the managers. So basically, what this is meaning is that it's shifting from task operators to decision interpreters. Instead of spending hours gathering information, managers are getting more of insights, and they so that way they can focus more on leading the people for the company. It isn't replacing the managers, it's replacing the repetitive decisions and giving managers more of time to lead for the company.
Thank you, Yancey. So, as Yancey established, um, the workplace is continuously changing in the age of AI. And so, in order to compete, in order to be thriving in this new workplace, us as managers, we are going to need to learn how to speak AI, which is a term that Mizek and Davidowicz came up with in their 2025 study. So, what is speaking AI, right? What this is you don't have to code. You don't need to be a coder. You don't need to be a data scientist or anything like that. But what you do need to be is someone who's comfortable with data. That leads me to our first skill, our first hard skill, which is data literacy. Now, as Yancey highlighted, the usage of dashboards and forecasting is extremely common. But as managers, we can't just present these, we can't just tap through the slideshow anymore. What we need to be doing in order to be data literate is we need to question the data. Questions would be like, where is this data from? Is this data error free, which is very important. And I think the most important is there bias in this data? So the World Economic Forum in 2023 is highlighted that this data literacy is one of the most important skills because next slide, please. Because AI isn't perfect, which is obvious. We've all used AI, whether it was in class or for work or a project on our own time. And apart from personal experience, uh, I'd like to I'd like to demonstrate that the World Economic Forum in 2023 came up with this. They underlined this idea that one of the biggest problems facing teams is the use of automated systems like automated reports, AI generated reports, and stuff like that, paired with a manager simply not grasping the data that they're dealing with, not understanding the information, leads to a disaster, which is poor decisions made by both the manager and therefore the team and ultimately the company, which ends up costing money and time. Nobody wants that. So AI is a tool, not an answer. AI is not an end all be all to your problems. This brings me to our skill number 2, which is human AI collaboration. So Cole Bjornsrud and his colleagues in 2016 found that whenever you let AI handle the repetitive, technical, often the mundane tasks about management, and let humans free up their time by implementing AI, and humans are us, the managers, we're able to focus on what we're best at, which is the creative side of things, creativity in general, strategic thinking, and most importantly, leadership. All right, next.
Yes, thank you, Caleb. And basically just touching up on or continuing on with what Caleb was talking about, a major skill that we feel that managers are also going to need is emotional intelligence. Now, emotional intelligence is becoming even more important as AI becomes more integrated and more common into the workplace. AI can obviously analyze data and organize tasks and can do repetitive tasks, like Yancey said, but it cannot understand people, build trust, or inspire a team to get work done. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize your own emotions and emotions of others and use that awareness to communicate effectively, manage stress, and support others on your team. It includes self-awareness, self-management, and social awareness and relationship management as well. These skills are what create a strong team, culture, and motivation. In other words, AI may help manage the work, but only humans can really lead other people to get work done. Um, as the roles of managers shift, their value is reflected less in how well they handle technical tasks and more in how they connect with others and are able to actually lead people to get a job done. And at the end of the day, teams don't follow algorithms, but they do follow the people who understand these algorithms.
And then, as for ethical concerns and risk of AI in management, so basically, some ethical concerns can be that they're biased in decision, they have a lack of transparency, over reliance of AI, and accountability. So basically, AI isn't telling you how it makes the decisions. If we don't question the results, bias can slip into hiring, performance reviews, and promotions. That's why the managers must be in the white box, providing transparency and accountability to all performance and all, just basically everything.
Thank you, Yancey. So, as AI continues to transform how organizations operate, managers need a clear path to adapt. Our roadmap connects the three core recommendations from our research, which are developing strong data and AI skills, strengthening human centered leadership, and ensuring ethical and trustworthy use of technology. These 5 steps below show how managers can put those recommendations into practice. So, as Caleb touched, data literacy, modern managers must be able to interpret dashboards, forecasts, and reports rather than simply accepting AI generated results. By questioning data source, trends, and potential bias, leaders make strong strategic decisions and avoid the risk of blindly following automated output. The second one is human AI collaboration. AI is most effective when it replaces repetitive or administrative tasks, allowing managers to focus on creativity, problem solving, and team leadership. Leaders who understand how to allocate work between humans and technology are better equipped to improve productivity and workplace performance. And this leads me to emotional intelligence. Even in technological advanced organizations, performance depends on human motivation, communication, and trust. Emotional intelligence allows managers to support employees, resolve conflict, and maintain a positive work environment. Skills that AI cannot replicate. The fourth one is ethical leadership and trust. Employees are most likely to adopt AI tools when leaders ensure transparency, fairness, and privacy in how those tools are being used. Ethical oversight prevents biased decision making and builds organizational trust in AI supported processes, which leads me to the last one, which is continuous learning and upskilling. Just because AI evolves rapidly, managers have to commit to ongoing development through new tools, training, and workplace learning. Continuous upskilling protects organizations and companies from falling behind, and it keeps leadership effective in a changing environment.
So, in order to bring everything together, the important thing is to remember that the leaders of tomorrow will be ones that can be a hybrid between utilizing AI tools and not relying on AI tools. AI should be decision support, not the sole decision maker. Will still rely on humans' ability to have trust, empathy, and moral judgment in order to maintain the pillars of our leaders. What is next is first, organizations must create literacy and ethics training programs. This includes training on AI dashboards and other AI tools in order to have managers effectively use the tools in order to support their decision making. Managers themselves should be meeting weekly and discussing how they've utilized these tools and discussing with each other on what tools that they could implement into the future to better foster their curiosity and have an open dialogue about AI. And these are our sources and references that we used.